Hello and welcome to Critical Strike 119. I'm Josh, and here with me is Mr. David.
How are you guys doing?
Alright, yeah. And Phil.
Okay. It's what plants crave.
What are they craving, Bill?
Brondo. It has electrolytes. Sponsored by Fox News and Carl's Jr.
Speaking of Carl's Jr., not here. What a dick.
Carl's Jr. is kind of a piece of shit.
I don't even know what Carl's Jr. is.
I think it's what Hardee's used to be, but they called it something else so that people would try it again, because Hardee's food kind of sucks. Right?
I think it's a regional thing, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I think some states have Carl's Jr.'s and some have Hardee's. And some are lucky enough to have both, like mine.
I don't even know what Hardee's is or Carl's Jr.
Think like diner food on steroids a little bit. Everything's just bigger portions and whatnot.
Okay.
I would have said think McDonald's or Burger King.
No, because it's...
Or Wendy's.
Their burgers seem like there might be meat in it, unlike those three that you just named. You know? Maybe.
I'm pretty sure there's some meat in a McDonald's burger.
I have to know, Josh, what kind of burger do you like, since you're super picky?
Just
beef, right?
Yeah, beef burger.
Even ketchup? You spring for the ketchup?
I do lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, and ketchup.
Oh, so you do a proper burger then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put my fries on the burger.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind things like that.
Well, look at you, Josh, branching out.
I like my burger medium rare.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you're just being an asshole.
Now you're just being smug.
Burgers are one thing. Unless I watch them grind the meat, I insist that it's it can't be pink. I know what goes into mass-produced hamburger.
Yeah, but I don't really get mass-produced burgers. Like, I'll go to the 99 and get a burger. The 99 is a pretty big restaurant here. In other parts of the country, it's called O'Reilly's, I think. And they have steak burgers and the really big burgers.
Yeah, steak burgers, I'd go medium.
Yeah,
no question.
I get medium rare from them, and then I put my fries on it. They always give me onions, so I throw them at my cat.
Yeah, onions are a bad idea.
Why don't you just say no onions?
I do, but sometimes they put them in there anyway, so I throw them at my cat.
That's fair.
Are
they ring onions, or are they those assholes that like put ground up, like shaved onions?
No, they're ring onions.
Okay, that's okay then.
Raw
onions on burgers are just foul.
Every time I would get like the little diced onions, I used to have a fan, and I used to throw it in the back of the fan. Pointing out the window and just throw the onion. I don't know. Is this what I did?
Have you ever tried a burger had onion rings or onion strips on it?
No.
It's not bad.
I did get tricked once where my father made a burger and it had onions in it.
I do that occasionally.
So I threw it out.
No.
In front of him.
Were they raw, like fresh onions?
No, they were cooked with the burger.
No, but I mean, like, did he chop them up and put it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no good. You have to use dehydrated onions because they soak up all that sweet, sweet grease.
But here's the thing, Bill. I don't like onions.
I'm not a big onion fan. Like, I can respect that.
So,
I would eat it with shallots on there. I love me some shallots.
So at least, apparently I passed the burger test. I put proper things on my burger.
I guess.
According to you and David.
Kyle or
Karl.
David here, his burgers would consist of everything but no meat.
As of the last couple years, yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
Really?
Yep.
You don't...
David, he's not a big meat eater.
Really?
Nope.
I didn't know that.
Are you like the portobello guy? Like you make like burgers with mushrooms?
Well, yeah, but you can't really call those burgers.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in New York, I had a, quinoa? I don't know what the hell that is, but a quinoa burger. And it didn't taste at all like beef, obviously, but it's really fucking good, man.
I want a koala burger.
Okay, now that I would try, just to say I've eaten a koala.
I eat a
koala burger. With the claws hanging out.
No, it'd have to come with like its ear on the side, like a decorative addition.
And the little nose.
Yeah, you put the ketchup in its ear.
The little nose is on the top of the bun. Just looking at you.
Through a toothpick. That's fucking terrible. Oh God. Oh God.
Nice.
Oh man.
Wow,
so David, you're sweating balls over there right now.
It is the summer, unfortunately.
Now, Italy doesn't have air conditioners, right?
Well, it's not that Italy. Okay.
Austerity
Italy
measures.
is not a fucking third world country. Most central places, yes, have air conditioning. Malls have air conditioning. Supermarkets have air conditioning. It's just not very widespread in, basically I rent. And the people who rent give me a fully furnished apartment, so I didn't have to buy any furniture, nothing. And because they want to save some money, they usually don't attach air conditionings to the rental units.
Are you still in that place that, like, a few years ago you sent me to the pictures where you had that balcony and then that one room with the random picture of Jesus between the two beds?
Ah, the Jesus room.
Oh, of course. That's my Jesus room, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every night I go in there and pray to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
That was so creepy.
But where you're at, though, at night, doesn't the air cool off and it gets pretty cool at night, though?
Yeah. It's like a 20-degree difference between the day and night. It's just during the day, man, the sun just beats on the cement walls and it just turns into an oven.
And so, like, you guys have, like, tile flooring and everything because carpets
marble
wouldn't work.
floors, yeah.
Because that building's probably 200 years old.
It's probably pretty old, yeah.
Nice.
Can you see the Colosseum?
Yes, I can actively see the Colosseum.
Huh.
No, I'm not.
Can you see Mount Vesuvius?
I can hear it.
I'll tell you what, I am hooked on volcanoes. I've watched at least 7 volcano documentaries this week.
How can there be that many documentaries? Lava pours out. End of story.
I don't know, Bill, but guess what? I am hooked on it. I've watched a lot.
I've seen a couple documentaries myself. Dante's Peak.
If I ever go to Hawaii, I want to go and see some proper volcano and lava.
It's just, every once in a while I get this weird, like, I want to learn something, so I'm going to put on a documentary on volcanoes. What's the world's most dangerous one? Apparently it's Yellowstone Park.
Oh yeah, super volcano, man. That bitch is overdue. I sleep comfortably knowing that I will most likely die in the initial explosion, so you people will be suffocating and dying in cold, but I'll just be burned to death.
Thanks, Bill.
I can live with that.
But then, like, I guess they're saying that Mount Fuji is due to start erupting next year or the year after.
Really?
So that's gonna suck.
Well, we'll see. Could get a Godzilla out of it.
Oh, that would be really cool. A big koala Godzilla.
Oh.
Joe versus the volcano was pretty good.
Fucking
Oh man, no,
Tom
it
Hanks.
wasn't. I am not the biggest Tom
Volcano
Hanks
with Tommy
fan.
Lee Jones.
The what?
Volcano with Tommy Lee
the
Jones.
one where they stop the lava with buses.
Yup.
Because, you know, it's not going to melt a bus.
Oh, movies are so stupid.
And it's not like it's just molten rock that weighs 30 times what the bus does every cubic yard. Ugh, whatever.
All right, guys, I got a brilliant plan. Let's get some roadblocks. Let's set it up here. We'll stop the magma, and then we'll just have all the fire trucks pour all their water on it.
Ugh.
Totally worked.
Ah, genius. And somebody got paid to write that script.
Yeah.
I bet it was somebody related to Kyle.
I'm going to start a site with movie ideas.
I gave you 6 months.
Okay. So, anyway, as we said earlier, Karl is not here on this episode. At least Bill, he gave us a little bit of notice on this one.
Yeah, like 48 hours this time, right?
Yeah. It's better than his, 5-10 hours.
Yeah. I think he's at the beach or something, which I still can't quite picture that guy being at a beach.
Well, Nance went on vacation, so he probably went this weekend to go hang out with her.
Oh, because he was supposed to go. That's right.
But still,
But
at
they got the
the
new
end of the day,
job
fuck
and-
Karl.
Well, yeah.
So, Bill, any unfortunate events?
No, nothing that can compare with Karl.
Nothing. You had nothing interesting happen to you in the last couple weeks.
I don't think so. I've just been working, coming home, reading a book, and going to sleep, man.
So what you reading?
Nothing that you would find interesting.
All right.
What are you reading, Billy?
A variety of things.
Okay, good. Well, at least he doesn't answer you and not me. Because I was like, fuck that. If he answers it, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I'm playing smart.
All right.
I'm reading books. In the middle of 3 of them. That's as far as we need to go.
He's reading Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's still
a good
floating
book.
out there. The 5th one.
Yeah.
New Harry Potter
David's
book.
into the first one though, Josh. You tread
Yeah,
carefully.
I'm hoping to finish the first one this summer. I've got 100 pages left. It's really, really good. I'm very much enjoying it. It's just, it's a long book.
How many pages are those books?
8 to 1,000.
First one's 500, 600. I don't know, but there's like 5 books, and Bill and Kyle keep saying that they just turned to shit, which I have a hard time believing based on the TV show, which has been sublime so far.
I've actually watched all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
You liking it then, Josh?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it.
The third season is half of the third book, and the third book is one of my favorites. Like, it's a really, really good book, and then nothing happens. The 4th book is one of the worst books I've ever sat through. It's horrible. Just horrible.
That's a shame. That's a shame because the first one's very, very good. I'd say it's just as good as the TV show. I think obviously he's a fantastic author, at least based on one book, and just whoever adapted the TV show, whoever took that monument of a book and managed to condense it down into a season, just good job by him.
Oh yeah,
very well done.
The first one's pretty spot on. It's good stuff.
I've been on this weird kick now because I've never been a guy to watch TV. Like, I don't like watching TV shows, but for some reason, like, my coworkers have been getting me to watch stuff. So Game of Thrones is one of them. And now I kind of find myself in the position where if I start watching something, I power watch it. So, like, I'll watch an entire 2 seasons in a weekend.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks, but
that's the way we're being conditioned to do that. Netflix is reinforcing that by releasing shows at a shot.
yeah, fuck them, because I just watched all of Orange is the New Black.
It was okay.
It wasn't that great.
It was okay.
It was alright.
It's better than anything on network television, that's for damn sure.
And I watched all 6 seasons of Mad Men.
Well, really?
Nice.
I didn't make it 3 episodes and bailed on that shit show.
I watched.
Oh, come on, Billy.
It's nothing happens. It's so boring.
I will say, Bill, it's really good.
No, it's not.
Oh, God.
Why is it good? Let's hear it. I would love to hear this from you. Because if you actually sold it, then I would reconsider.
I think just the way that they introduce characters and they show off characters and, like, there's just a weird blend of personalities on that show. And it just really meshes quite well. Like, the whole business thing that they're doing, all that aside, it's really just about the characters. Like, what's his name? Sterling is amazing. I love that guy.
See the old guy?
One of the old guys, yeah. He's the one with the white hair. He's probably my favorite character in the show. The guy's got some of the best one-liners I've ever heard. It's a pretty awesome show.
Yeah, you're definitely right, though. It doesn't feel like much happens. In fact, that is sort of one of my complaints. I can't watch it on a week-to-week basis just because it doesn't seem like there's any forward momentum. But when you watch it all packed together, which I love to do, that's when it really just comes together. Because, yeah, it is about the characters, like Josh said. It's just about them interacting, just living their lives. And it's incredibly entertaining.
Boom. So I watched Mad
I'm never wrong, Billy. You should watch it.
See?
That and Shameless.
And that means I'm right, so fuck you, Bill.
Yeah, you should watch Shameless, Josh.
Fuck you, Bill. Although, yes, Josh, you love being an asshole. You will love Shameless to death.
Actually, right now I'm watching New Girl.
Okay.
With Zoe D.
Oh, Frono watch that from time to time.
It's the only reason why I'm watching it. Is Zoe D.
It's slightly better than it should be. It's not quite enough.
Yeah. It's not bad.
The guys are all a little too whiny when they should be a little bit more dudes, and it would be a better show.
Yeah.
But they're always whining about shit. Every time I walk in and it's on, it's like, Jesus, shut the fuck up.
But then Zoe D pops out in a bra and you're like, hey.
I'm so quirky.
Yep. So anyway, enough of TV, books, and everything else. David, any unfortunate events in the last couple of weeks?
Nope. My life is pretty awesome.
Any blue screens?
Well, besides the computer issues. But I'm going to just chalk that up to being insanely hot.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Good point. I don't know, Bill, do you want to do the listener stuff now or after?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's talk about Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic is really good.
Fucking Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. Ended up picking it up on a Steam sale.
And you gifted it to me. Thank you for the 5th time.
And to me as well, so thank you.
Yeah, it was definitely probably the greatest 4-pack purchase ever.
Yeah, I would have never, ever bought it. I just assumed that it would have been crap. And they needed better marketing or something.
Well, because I remember when the Wii U came out, and a bunch of people I know, like Pete and Kurbotashi and all those, got it on the Wii U, and they were loving it on there. And
but you can't trust those guys.
I've always wanted it because the concept is really cool. Like racing, then you're on a boat, then you're like a jet, and it really sounds really cool. But knowing Sega, it was gonna suck.
Yeah.
But
Not the case. Not the case at all.
Not the case at all. This is probably the best Mario Kart. I think David said that. It's the best Mario Kart since the first Mario Kart.
Absolutely. I think it's the best Mario Kart I've ever played. It's just the most fun, if nothing else. I mean, obviously the fact that we were playing with essentially a full lobby helps a lot because only one person wins the race, so there's a lot of losers. But the great thing about knowing the person in front of you is that even if you're fighting for 6th place, it doesn't matter. As long as I beat Kyle, I'm happy.
And there's a lot of trash talking going on, and like
well,
also
that and Football Manager. You got to be Football Manager.
Fuck Football Manager.
Yeah.
What a prick.
That's the other thing. So we started playing the game, and on our first night, we only had 4 tracks because none of us have any interest in like the career mode or the single player.
No.
It's all about just playing online when we can get a lobby together.
Yeah. Which is one of the negatives that you have to mention about the game, is that when you want to play online, you only have 4 tracks and maybe, 6 or 8 racers?
Something like that.
So you have to go and... Is it all unlocked through single player, or is it unlocked through multiplayer if we actually play it the way we were supposed to?
I guess, like, if you play multiplayer with people who already have the tracks unlocked, like, as you're playing them, you're unlocking them.
Yeah, because I'm not a cheater like you people, and
So,
I just get stuff unlocked.
The characters, I believe, you unlock in the single player.
Okay.
So what David and I did is we ended up going out and getting a save file with complete 104% completed gameplay. So now we have all the characters, all the mods, all the tracks and everything. Because again, if you want to play just online, like the tracks should be all available. Like the characters, okay, whatever. I'll unlock those over time, but you should have the tracks available.
Yeah, especially like you said, it being so multiplayer focused.
But that's honestly the only negative I can give this game.
Yeah, the tracks are outstanding, man. Like, I love the fact that, yes, they're 3 laps, but each lap is slightly different. Like, the 3rd lap is completely different from the 1st lap because the road will have caved in, and so now you're flying. Or some other event will have taken place. Or there'll just be more obstacles you have to dodge, which, so well done. Keeps you on edge.
Yeah. And I like all the power sliding that gives you different degrees of turbo when you release, and tricks in the air that give you those little boosts, because you have to have that if you want to compete against people like Kyle.
Well,
Yeah.
you're not going to compete against Kyle anyways because he always ends up last.
I don't know. He was taking some points.
Fucking bees.
Well, we just know you win, Josh, because we can hear you taking screenshots.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
is-
only
that's a pretty
reason we
dick
know
move,
you
man.
win.
Come on, that was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, you haven't posted a screenshot since, last year, and in the last week you've placed 8 of them with your first place finishes?
About 12.
I love it. I
Well, it
respect.
is. It's so joyous when you win, because what you were saying earlier, I beat you guys. And everyone's on a level playing field for the most part. I mean, I don't know. I get a kick out of it a lot.
Seems like
it comes-
everything's...
Oh, go ahead.
All right, I'll talk. Seems like everything... I was just going to say, you were talking about the power sliding, the drifting, and then you brought up the weapons. It seems like everything's really well balanced as opposed to Mario Kart. Mario Kart's always got that bullshit blue shell, and it seems like the further back you are, the better weapons you have. The only way this is slightly balanced to keep everybody slightly even is that whoever's in last place or closer to the end will tend to get the all-star pickup more often.
Yeah.
That's it. And that just helps you move closer to the pack, which is essentially what you'd want anyway. It doesn't, there's no bullshit.
Which is similar.
I never feel cheated. Even though I get horribly angry at you dicks throwing bees and things at me, I never feel cheated. Where Mario Kart, a lot of the time, I feel like the game's screwing me over. And I never get that at all with this game.
The bees are hilarious. If you ever want to hear 6 or 8 grown men yelling bees,
Well, it basically puts up, roadblock cones that are giant bees, and they totally screw you.
Yeah.
And slow you down, and you have to navigate through this field of bees, and...
I mean, it definitely took some influence from other games. I was talking to, I think, David about it, where, MotorStorm Apocalypse does the same thing, where each lap, the track completely changes. Either, a giant tornado comes through and destroys everything, or Little Big Planet karting, where it's similar to the All-Star. If you're in last place, you get an item that helps you jump back up to the front. But this one just executes so much better in every way.
Yeah. The best weapon is the reverse controls, though, because you never know it's coming, and it doesn't. Even if the moment you know it's happened, you still panic and just fly into a wall.
No, the best weapon is using a save file that changes the inverted controls. Then David and I get.
Yeah,
that sucked. Yet was one of the best moments of the night.
Yeah.
I've never seen two people completely go from like first to second to last so quickly.
Yeah, that was rough.
Because it's one of the sections where we switch laps, and then all of a sudden, like, the ground falls out from underneath us, and then now we're planes. And whoever's save file we use changed the inverted control setting on when you're flying. So all of a sudden, like, left is now right, and I'm hitting walls and everything. I'm in first place, and David's right behind me, and he's hitting walls, and everybody just flies past us.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't do anything but lap.
No, it was a good time. Definitely a good time. I mean, if you want to nitpick, getting stuck in some of the geometry is kind of bullshit at times because it seems very momentum based the way your cars accelerate. But I mean, I'm stretching here. It's some of the most fun I've ever had online.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most of the time that happens, it's your own damn fault.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I think it was Josh that kept saying it. This is the amount of time we played that last weekend, and everyone was laughing and smiling and not complaining or anything. Everyone was just having fun. That hasn't happened in a long time.
No.
Because it's competitive, but not in a I'm going to stab you in the throat kind of way.
No, it was like
fun.
A group of friends get together after school and play Mario Kart and actually have fun.
Yeah.
It was like that type of environment.
Yeah.
Hope it happens again. Hope we can get everybody together and play that again because it was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, we actually got some people out of the woodwork, like Tony showed up and Paul. Yeah, it was fun.
Good times.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you have a group of people, like don't get it if it's just you, honestly, I wouldn't, but like if you have a group of friends, definitely get that game on the consoles or PC or whatever, but.
I'm going to buy it for Frona and she'll be playing by herself.
Yeah, why don't you just hook up like a laptop for her? Get her to join.
I don't think the Asus has enough guts to run that game very well.
Even at min spec?
It's not a gaming PC.
Well, I say give it a shot because I mean, the more the merrier. Get her involved. Because what's she gonna do? Like play by herself? It can't be that much fun.
She'll randomly just play online. That's what she does with Mario Kart.
Then why couldn't she play with us?
Because it'd be on the Wii U.
Well, just see if it runs on the laptop or something. Give it a shot. Why not?
Maybe it would run on her computer upstairs, but it's still pretty doubtful. I could probably
All right,
find
Billy, don't have her play with us.
Well, I could probably find like a $40 card and throw that. No, it won't fit in there. Never mind.
Well,
sorry, I'm talking out loud. I bought her a Lenovo desktop, but it's kind of like a condensed version, so there's no way anything's going to fit in there.
Couldn't hurt to try, though. I mean, run on the lowest setting.
Well, we'll talk after. I might have a GPU I can send you.
It will not fit in that machine. Anything you have will be the size of like a shoebox.
We'll talk after.
All right.
I've got some smaller cards.
Drug deals.
What? But seriously though, if you see it on sale on Steam, just buy it and play it with people.
Honestly, if you see it on sale on any system and you have a group of people, get it.
Yeah. It's that I look forward to playing that here and there for like the next 6 months whenever things work out.
The console version came out the same week as Black Ops 2. I'm assuming that's why nobody heard about it.
Yeah.
They fucked up.
And it's so disappointing, too. It's such a good game. It really is.
And I think it fucks up having Sonic in the title, to be frank. I don't think Sonic has the cachet he used to.
They should have named it like Sega All-Star Racing.
Yeah. They should have.
Or Schmario Party.
Mario? There's nothing to do with Mario.
Yeah, I know, but it would get people to buy it.
What is this Mario?
I don't know. Maybe
I will say Nintendo's definitely fucking up by not having good online. Because, man, if they were to bring out like a new Mario Kart, I know it's coming out, I think, this year or next. And if it's this good with a good online, man, do you think, I know how much fun we'd have with that?
The online on the Wii U worked okay. You just didn't have all the chatting and whatnot. And I think that's been fixed now.
Yeah. I mean, you can use like a microphone and stuff and all that other shit, but
does the tablet thing have a microphone built into it?
I don't think so. I think you have to Bluetooth 2 with that, maybe.
What a pain in the ass.
One of the two, something. I don't remember how it works.
I don't know. After playing this though, and then seeing some of the screens for the next Mario Kart, I think the next Mario Kart will be fun. But I don't think it's going to be as fun as this because it's going to cost 6 times as much and still not be as good.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is we all have PCs. We can all play this, whereas, like, only Bill and I have Wii U's.
For now.
For now.
I definitely want one.
I like the Wii U.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, overall, this game's amazing. You should get it. We all love it.
Indeed.
All right, Bill, let's go into your stuff. Your one other game.
I swear I played something else. I just don't remember what it was. Oh well. I played Tales of the Abyss on the 3DS, which is I think like a PS2 game, maybe.
Okay.
Something.
I don't know.
But it's it's a action RPG. And
I can't tell you this. If Kyle were here right now, he would be grunting this entire time.
So, since Kyle's not here, what's the story with Tales games? Did it drop a game save on him?
One game.
They raped him when he was younger.
One game, Tales of Symphonia,
Okay.
was apparently so bad that it scarred him for the rest of every other Tale game.
That doesn't even make sense, though.
I don't know. Like, there was some... It was talked about a long, long time ago on the show. I don't remember the exact story. There was, like, a dog that smoked a cigar or something, and it scarred him. I don't know.
That sounds awesome. More dogs should smoke cigars in games. I'm okay with this.
I don't remember what it was, but...
I don't know. All in all, it's an action RPG game that you can run around maps, and it's got some decent animation in it, and it's exactly what I want on a handheld. It's what I'm disappointed most about the Vita, that there aren't more things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found something on the 3DS that's cheap. The story's throwaway, I don't really care, but it's fun little battles, it's entertaining, and there's plenty of stuff to explore and collect and sell, and I don't know. I like the 3DS a lot more than I thought it was going to. I like just sitting around and playing it randomly.
It's got a pretty good collection of games now, too, so...
Yeah, I've got quite a few on the list that I'll slowly bleed out and get to. But this game, if you can find it, I think I can keep it from Gamefly for like $17, and it's just something that I randomly pick up, play for 20 minutes, and put it away. I think I'm at like 7 hours into it now. It's neat.
I wish I could do the lateral lisp. I would make comments right now.
I know, it'd be so great if we could do that well, but we can't. Oh well. Probably best that we don't. It would get inappropriate.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
So what's this getting my body ready for Saints Row 4?
Oh, that's just me being a dick.
Are you ready? Have you been working out daily?
I have.
Yeah, me too.
Doing squats and running and shit. I'm getting ready for dubstep and superpowers and toilet humor, and it's gonna be awesome.
I don't like toilet humor. It's very immature.
Really? I love when you turn into a toilet and it's humor.
Yeah. Like actual toilet humor. If the character is a toilet, everything is okay.
I swear to God,
that's what a toilet would say.
If Kyle doesn't finish Saints Row 3 in the next few weeks...
But he's very close at this point, right?
For some reason, he doesn't like it. He's not taking... Remember when he first started playing it, he absolutely loved it?
Well, we wrecked it, though.
You wrecked it.
No, fuck you. It was not just me. You wrecked it way more than I did because you're fucking Neo running around invincible, causing havoc, and you can't die. So you just stand there taking bullets as Kyle's pinned down behind a trash can. Yeah. I was still vulnerable to the hell I caused.
All I do is fly around. That's it. But anyways, if he doesn't finish that in a few weeks, then I'm not going to talk to him for a month. Fuck him.
Nah, he's so close to finishing it, though. He's through the Tron level.
Yeah,
There's not much left.
I did that with him. I got to experience that with Kyle.
Yeah, I love that Tron level.
You can't say that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm ready for the game. I'm happy that I paid for it a couple months back, so now it's just going to show up, and I'll have it. It's going to be great. Shame that you're not going to enjoy it. Because David's going to be back in Freedom Land, and it's just going to be me playing it by myself.
Well,
no guy, no buddy with me hanging from a helicopter shooting shit. No other toilet.
You can wait for me, Billy. Save yourself.
I very well may.
You know he's not going to wait. This is a game that he's been looking forward to for a while.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this way more than Grand Theft Auto.
How often do you get to see Bill excited for something? Not very often.
Billy's a very angry gentleman.
I do better. I'm not angry all the time anymore.
You're drunk all the time.
No, I'm not. I only drink on the weekends now. It's pathetic. It's very depressing.
All right. So is that pretty much good for you,
Yeah,
Bill?
it really is. I just, in a couple weeks, once my work schedule slows down and the hospital's finished being put together, then I can go back to actually living more than just reading and sleeping. So, soon enough.
All right, David, what do you got?
Well, while we're talking about the 3DS, or we're talking about it, Billy, you should definitely look into Super Mario 3D Land. It's really damn good.
When she finishes the Wii U one, then I'm going to pick it up. It's just, there's no sense in having 2 Mario games about.
Yeah, but they are very different.
Still.
Yeah.
If I get a new Mario, she's just going to play that instead of beating the final boss, which is where she's stuck.
How can you be stuck on that? I beat it.
I don't know. She's a girl, dude.
Yeah.
Girls are notoriously worse at everything.
Well, she's kind of a cheat when she does weird shit, like where she has a ton of extra guys, and she'll burn through a few, and then, you know, since she's losing too many because she likes to keep it at 95 or something, she'll just shut the system down and then start it back so that the save is still where she started with. She's a fucking cheater.
It's so easy to get lives in that game.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's just how she does. I've seen her do it like 6 times in that game. She just likes to have as many guys as she can, and if she loses too many, then she just... Oh, yeah. In that way, too.
Oh.
Oh. Anyway, David, I will. Go. Proceed. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I oddly enough went back to this because I finished this, or at least I thought I finished it way back when it first came out, and I totally forgot that when you finish the game, you finish the original 8 worlds, a whole another 8 worlds unlock. And I just was under the assumption that they were just the same 8 worlds, but harder in some way. But no, the levels are completely different.
Really?
And did you never play the second 8 levels?
No, I never even finished the game. Like, I got annoyed with it for some reason.
Yeah, like you said, you don't really like the 3D Marios, which I can sort of understand. Well, look, you don't like it, you don't like it. What are you going to do? But yeah, man, just if you are at all interested, go back to that, finish the original ones, because the original 8 are pretty easy. You just burn through those real quick.
Right.
But then you unlock the 8, the second set of 8 levels, and those get pretty tricky later on. Like, I'm definitely burning through lives pretty fast, and it's a fantastic time. And one thing that I really like about this game that I hate that the new 2D Marios do is that the 2D Marios lately are all about collecting the gold coins and finding the secret pass to unlock everything. I fucking hate that.
Yeah,
I hate
they don't
having
do that in the Wii one.
Good.
No,
Honestly,
it's like
that's the best
Super Mario
thing.
World from the Super Nintendo. It's honestly the best game since then. I love it.
Okay. That's great, because that's why I'm stuck in New Super Mario Brothers 2, is because I've like finished everything I can. Now I have to go back and find the secret exits and find gold coins to proceed. I hate that.
They do have, like, okay, so you finish the game, right? In New Super Mario Brothers U. You finish the game, then it unlocks the Star World. Mm-hmm. But that's completely optional. So, I mean, it's not like before when you couldn't unlock paths in the actual map until you got X amount of coins.
Okay, that's cool. Because this 3D Land, it definitely, you do need a certain number of gold coins to unlock the next set of levels, but the gold coins have been so easy to collect, and you need so few of them that it has never been a problem. And that's why I've just been enjoying this and been able to just keep going.
Yeah, I might rent that again.
It's really, really good. Really, really good. I mean, it's obviously an old game at this point. I think it's like 2 years old, but it's just one of those games that I totally forgot about. And now that I'm basically getting ready to go on vacation, so I'm getting all my portables warmed up, it's just, I never finished that. So I'll pop it in and, oh, wait, I've got a whole nother game here.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Very cool. How do you, I've got to ask you, now that the three of us have the 3DS, where do we stand on 3D? Because I find myself just turning it off.
Mine's
I can't
always
deal
off.
with it.
Mine's clicked to where it actually clicks to off. I never play with it.
Okay. Yeah, me too. It's so weird that, well, I predicted this a couple of years ago when it first came out. Like, Nintendo latched onto the 3D, and that was the big hook with this thing. And man, it's just the 3D. I could not give a shit.
Like, every once in a while, if I'm laying down in bed and I'm using the system, like, I'll turn it on and go, like, on the main menu where, like, that, I think it's the activity log where the pencils fly around. I turn it on just to watch that for a minute, and then I was like, okay, I've had my fill off.
Dude, that's the only time I turn it on is on the menus because it looks neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Frona plays with it every time, even Animal Crossing. Every time I grab it, it's always turned on.
Animal Crossing doesn't do anything in 3D.
I know, but she likes it. It gives it depth, Josh.
women.
Yeah.
Women.
But I like the menus. They look neat in 3D, and then as soon as the game starts, I turn it off.
Yeah, me too.
I don't need the text to seem like it's coming out of the screen.
Yeah. Did you like XCOM, Billy? Or did you ever play it?
I played very little of it.
Okay, because
I
don't know.
didn't dislike it, but it's just not a game that's going to pull me in.
Because I was going to recommend it's not outstanding, and it definitely suffers from a bit of launch-itis, let's say, because it could have used a bit more polish. But that Ghost Recon game on 3DS.
No, that's sitting unopened upstairs.
Okay. I never finished it because
I got it for
put
$6.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can get that for like a song at this point. I put like 40 hours into it, never finished it. It's ridiculously long, but it's not bad. It's probably not as good as XCOM, but better in some way. Just play it.
Well, it seems like it's
$6.
what I would want to play on a handheld, and that's why XCOM on the PC, I don't want to be playing a game like that on the big monitor with the mouse and keyboard. Like, it's tactics games are made for handhelds. And I think the Ghost Recon I'll be fine with.
Yeah. Cool. Happy you got that.
Yeah. $6. I mean, shit. Even if you play it for 20 minutes, probably worth it. Almost.
Man, I bought that at launch. Ugh.
So did I.
Well, you played it for 40 hours. I mean, that's pretty decent.
No, yeah, I'm just
time.
considering the whole 3DS. That was the one console I regret buying at launch just because I never would have thought Nintendo would have dropped the price so quick on that console.
And come out with the proper version a year later.
The screen on the original one was so small.
God,
it was ridiculous.
That whole original one was so bad too. It was uncomfortable to hold.
Yeah.
It was it was like a box.
I love the size of the XL. It's perfect.
Yeah,
absolutely gorgeous. And it's comfortable to hold because, you can sit there with a pillow or whatnot, and the screen, you can just rotate it and it sticks whatever position you're laying in or sitting in. It's perfect.
Well, it just seems like the weight is spread out a lot more. Like where, obviously, it's because it's bigger, but on the smaller one, like the base was so heavy, it just was very uncomfortable.
Right. So, you both have Vitas. The thing, I held the Vita at Target not too long ago, and the way they want me to hold it is not how I would want to hold it. I would want to wrap the lesser fingers back behind on that touchpad. Is that a thing during games? Is it annoying? Does it even matter?
In my experience, very few games use it.
Okay. Because the other day, Best Buy had an 8 gig and the 3G for $150, and I almost bit, but I don't need two handhelds right now. But
$150, I'd almost say just buy it, man. For $150, get it. It's a nice piece of hardware. Now that I got it back out and I'm charging it again for my trip, I do wish that they'd switched the analog stick and the D-pad spots, because where you have to hold it to where the analog stick is, my hand cramps up because it's such a tight, small little grip area that you have.
It's the same with the DualShock. Your natural hand, where your hand wants to sit with something in it, your thumb is where the joystick should be, not where the D-pad is placed. It doesn't make any bloody sense.
Yeah, Sony doesn't seem to understand human anatomy.
No, we're wrong, remember, because now that PS4 is leading, all opinions of the Sony fanboys are right. We are wrong, David.
All right.
Don't get it twisted. You're wrong.
I'm actually pulling my Vita right now for the first time in like 5 months.
Oh, it's an outstanding piece of hardware. It's really, really nice. It kills me that thing has just completely fallen off the map and it has become a port machine.
I will say, for whatever reason, I never noticed this before, but when if I try to do like a Hadouken on the D-pad, I always hit the analog stick, so that's shitty placement. Yeah, the placement's definitely rough. I wish they'd moved it around a little bit, but this, it's got a great screen and it's relatively powerful. But yeah, it just kills me that, like I said, there's no fucking games on that thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately my biggest disappointment. I was hoping for a lot more action-adventure games because it seems perfect for it, and there's not. As soon as there's a few, I'll end up with one. I'm actually looking forward to Demons, Dragons, something, Crown, whatever that's called. The boob game? Yeah. Just call it the boob game, and then everyone knows. The anime boob game, and everyone knows what you're talking about. Man, I actually don't know what you're talking about. I love objectifying women. But man, even that is a bit much for me. Yeah. Just, it's ridiculous. But yeah, especially because it's coming out at a lower price point. So for the full, for the price of a full game, you can get both the Vita and the 3D and the PS3 version. So I think I'm just going to end up doing that, especially since I'm going to be home on vacation. So I might as well just start it on Vita. And since it's apparently pretty long, just transfer my save over.
I will say the whole cross-play system, though, is actually, like, when you buy a game and you get the Vita version, that's actually pretty awesome.
Is there many games that do that?
Yeah. Because, like,
wonder...
even with PlayStation Plus, just getting the free games, whenever I download them, I unlock a Vita version.
Interesting.
Josh, you're more tech-oriented, so you might know the answer to this. Is this something that's going to be feasible with the PlayStation 4 once it comes out? Because, I mean, right now, the Vita and PS3, they're relatively similar as far as, let's say, power goes. But I'm wondering, like, this whole cross-buy, are they going to suffer from that next gen?
I don't think so. I mean, they've done pretty... well, I think they're pushing more for remote play than cross-play in the new one.
You think that'll actually work, though? Because every time you do any sort of Wi-Fi streaming, there is always significant lag.
I think
but here's the thing, though. With the Wii U upstairs, granted that we only have the one game that does it right now, we actually use that quite a bit. I was using it today. I was just talking to Josh, playing on the remote, and having the TV play. Yeah,
I think it's not going to be like cross-play or remote play in terms of, like, I'm at work and I'm using my PS4 at home. But I think it's more like within my own house. And they can easily do that through, like, Bluetooth or other better things than Wi-Fi, but...
Yeah. And I wouldn't want to use it with anything that has to use the sticks, like in a shooter, because those things are kind of crappy. But anything that you could just kind of, like I said, an RPG or something, it'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, when they showed Knack doing it, that was pretty neat, but I don't know... Like, I guess they're trying to push for every game to be able to do it. That would actually be quite good for the Vita.
It's a cool extra feature, but like I said, I don't think it's a seller. Like, I don't think anybody's going to buy that for just, like, an extra screen.
But if they keep doing it with indies, where, like, I buy an indie game on the PS4 and I get it on the Vita, that's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a cool plus.
But so, say not this fall, but the following fall, for $500, you get a Vita PS4 bundle. Would you buy it on that? I would.
No, because I already have a Vita.
Well, I'm just saying hypothetically.
Stupid question, Billy. Ask a better one.
Boxers or briefs?
Trifold or bifold?
Bifold. I hate money that's been folded 3 times.
Yeah, I have the bifold that has the other flip out for the ID and cards. I like to do that when you show the ID. It's like your cop. It's great.
I hate flip outs. I want my wallet as thin as possible. Got to show off that ass, Billy.
I'm fucking... I have a man purse, and I am full-on Costanza with my wallet. So
you have a fanny pack, Bill?
No, a man purse. I have my briefcase.
Oh. Wait, briefcase and man purse, or...?
No, just my briefcase.
Oh, see, I have to get both.
That's mostly where the shit sits. And then, like, when I have to go places, or, like, golfing, or, you know, shopping or whatnot, then I have one of those little metal ones that slides the card and the cash and the credit card.
Be honest, ID. Bill. When you were younger, did you have a fanny pack?
No, I never actually had a fanny pack.
Oh, man. As a child of the late 80s, 90s, I will proudly say, yeah, I had a motherfucking fanny pack. And it was a Ninja Turtles one.
I did, but, you know, mine was very specific. We got one at the fireworks sale. It came with, like, when you bought fireworks, and then we stuck all the firecrackers in there, and you just walked around pulling them out of the pouch. I just found a picture of it on the internet, and I'm going to send it to you. So picture... Young 10-year-old David. Let's get David fired up. So, David, the screens for the new Ninja Turtle movie where they're aliens. Go.
I will watch it. They're not aliens. They went back on that. And I'm totally happy that Michael Bay is producing and not directing.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, even though Megan Fox being in it does not inspire confidence.
Well, she's really hot, but did you see the picture from the set? Like, the turtle looked really shaped.
Well, they're going to be CGI. They're just wearing, like, blue screen things on.
Who is Megan Fox playing as? April O'Neil?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they've got that one guy from Arrested Development who's going to be playing the reporter.
Job?
Vernon. Yeah. I think he's perfect casting.
Sweet.
I think he is great in that role. Because he was always he was the comedic relief. We'll see. I'm optimistic, but
I'm going to be very... I don't know, man. That's my childhood, Ninja Turtles. I don't...
Well, here's what didn't make sense to me. Looking at that screen, why does April O'Neil have Raphael's size in her tall boots? Did you even look below her chest? Probably not.
I didn't. I haven't been looking at pictures, honestly.
She had ninja weapons in her boots. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, well, you don't know the story.
You don't know the circumstances.
Maybe Raphael... Well, you saw the original movie, didn't you? Like, Raphael loses one of his size and she picks it up.
She has both.
Yeah, and she was always very closer to Raphael than the rest.
Yeah, they were doing it.
They were.
Very slowly, because they're turtles.
We'll see. Transformers just killed me inside, so...
This one's going to hurt me.
We'll see. This one will hurt worse, yes, but we'll see.
I did like that that animated, that, was it CGI Turtles movie they did? TMNT?
Yeah, I like that as well. And
the game wasn't terrible. No,
the TV show on Nickelodeon's not bad.
I haven't seen it yet.
Might admit to watching that on a weekly basis. It's pretty good. I definitely recommend it.
I love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Anyway, I've also been playing The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing.
This I have interest in.
Which I picked up on a Steam sale. This is why Steam is insidious, because you'll see games that you'll have almost no interest in, and then it drops to like free, and then you'll pick it up.
Yep.
That being said, it is not a bad game. I finished it off, definitely enjoyed it. Well, I would have enjoyed it had I not played it on hard. That was kind of my mistake. I'm finding it... Yeah?
So this is a Diablo Torchlight-style dungeon crawler?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, and I played it on hard because I finished Diablo and I finished Torchlight 2 on normal, and I thought it was stupid easy. I was basically just killing everything and just walking right on through. So I figured, you know what? I want to make it somewhat fun for myself. And I assumed, maybe stupidly, but I assumed that I'd be able to switch the difficulty later on if it got too hard. You cannot do that. I'm assuming because it scales in loot. The harder you play, the higher level loot you pick up. But that being said, I highly, highly recommend this game if you're looking for just like a nice clicky Diablo clone, let's say. It only has one character class, and that is obviously Van Helsing, the vampire killer. But they do enough there's enough different tech trees you can go down. You can choose to either be ranged by put all your points into like ranged attacks and guns and magic, or you can put all your points into basically let's say swordplay.
Okay.
So you can do that. So it feels like there's enough variety, even though it's only one class. And you've also got the Torchlight 2 pet. She's like this ghost that accompanies you everywhere, and she can obviously do like, send her to town and do all that good stuff. But she's a fantastic tank if you want her to tank characters, and you can
Why
also
can't it be the gay little friar from the movie who's following you around?
I haven't seen the movie in 10 years. I don't remember it.
Dare you? That was Faramir.
I don't remember it. Sorry. But yeah, you can spec her out, and you can make her either range. If you want a tank, you can make her ranged, or if you want her to tank because you're kind of squishy, you can just put all your stats into body and up her spells and whatnot. So that was fun, and it's got a nice steampunk aesthetic to it, and I don't feel like steampunk is being used enough. So I definitely enjoyed that. Very, very good. Pretty long as well. Clocked in at like 15 hours if you want to finish that off.
That's not too bad.
Good stuff.
Yeah, actually, that's longer than I would have guessed.
Yep. Really, really good.
But it did get to the point where you're just kind of sick of it. I remember we were on Skype and you're like, I don't want to go any further.
It was completely my fault because I played on hard. Because unfortunately, like on hard, it was just like, okay, I'm going to spawn, I'm going to kill one or two guys, and then I'm going to die. Because you don't fight like just one or two guys. You fight massive hordes of like 20 or 30. So
okay.
It was just a war of attrition, which was like spawn, die, spawn, die. And yeah, I definitely fucked it for myself.
Yeah. I mean, I have it too. I picked up on the Steam sale, so I'll probably give it a go.
Yeah, it's definitely, I feel like it's definitely a Joshy game, especially because you played the wreck that is Marvel Heroes.
I liked it.
I want you to explain why you liked it and try to convince me to like it, because, man, I just don't get why. It's okay, here's my one issue with it. Obviously, I love the license, I love Marvel Heroes, so that should have been enough to, like, lock me in. And I liked the first S.H.I.E.L.D. tutorial level, because it definitely felt like Ultimate Alliance, another game I adore. But the fact that you basically go to Hell's Kitchen, which is the first real area, and enemies are just constantly spawning, and then spawning, and then spawning, and
everybody's... You can
everybody's...
easily run by them and just go away.
Well, that's because there's other players that are also in there. It's not your own level.
It's also like, it's a dungeon crawler / MMO in a way.
Yeah.
I wasn't... Maybe I just wasn't expecting that, and I wasn't expecting the enemy refresh rate to be so short. It's just... Yeah. It was like, it's literally almost every 5 seconds, a new guy would pop up, and then somebody would run by, kill him.
In that early area, there's so many people that they probably have the respawn rate so low. Yeah. I mean, I liked it because it did a lot of cool things. So it had like random encounters in the zone. So like in Hell's Kitchen, for instance, like Dr. Octopus would randomly show up, or so the Green Goblin would show up, and so everybody has to pull together and kill them and everything else, or not kill them, but take them out. It just clicked with me at the time for some reason. I liked the universe because it was different than your medieval. I'm running through a cave like Diablo and Torchlight, so it was it had something different.
And you did play with Deadpool, which helped out a little bit.
Yeah, Deadpool's one-liners are hilarious. Like,
even I was getting a kick out of just hearing it through Skype, especially the pirate costume. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so like League of Legends, they have enhanced costumes where, in League of Legends he has new attacks and new voices or new animations and everything. In this, they have an enhanced Deadpool costume where it makes him into a pirate, and so therefore now his voice changes as well. So now he talks like a pirate.
It was kind of awesome. Yeah.
I don't know. It just clicked with me at the time. I needed something different than your average. I'm going into this cave. I'm taking out this troll. Now I'm coming out and killing whatever. But now I'm killing fucking Dr. Doom.
Yeah, the license should have been enough for me. I still have it installed. I might give it a shot at some point. Maybe if they have like some weekend where they drop the prices on some of the characters a bit, maybe I'll pick them up and try it again. But
yeah, they did during 4th of July. I would imagine they would do it again.
Yeah, this is what's going to be weird about it. Yes, it's free to play, but I wish I could just buy it for $60 as opposed to spending like $20 and getting my fill. It's so weird. It's such a mental block, but spending $15 on one character to me seems ridiculous, but I want to spend $60 to have.
I mean, I did buy Deadpool, but then I think, like I said on the show, I unlocked 5 characters throughout my gameplay. Mm-hmm. So that's not too bad.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you grabbed Colossus, right? So that was
I got Colossus, Storm, Thing, and a few others.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I also wonder how quick and how frequently they're going to update and add content to that.
I can tell you, based off of every time I turn on Steam, it gets updated a lot.
They adding like new dungeons and new quests?
I think so. I think there's been a content patch not too long ago.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a shot. I mean, why not? I'll play some more.
I mean, it's an ever-evolving game because, one, it's free to play, and they are basing a lot on it. You figure, with them having to pay for that license, they have a lot to pay back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, especially since, like, Iron Man's $20.
I don't know if it's so much about the licensing thing, or they just realize, hey, this is free to play. The models, like 99% won't pay, but that 1% who's going to spend money on it, we're just going to ream them for all it's worth because they will buy Iron Man no matter what.
Yeah.
That's why League of Legends, like some of the character skins that are $15 are it's weird. Yeah, the economics of free to play are so weird if you actually think about it.
I mean, like I've said numerous times, I have a friend for League of Legends who spent easily $5,000.
I haven't spent that much.
Comprehend that.
He's bought every skin, every character, numerous boosts, and everything else. He spends way too much.
I've spent a couple $100 on League of Legends throughout the years.
I mean, because there are like I said, those ultimate skins. Like I think there's that one from Ezreal that makes him look kind of like Mega Man, and those are like $20, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm part of the problem. I've bought a couple $20 skins.
Christ.
The nice thing that League of Legends does, though, is it'll reimburse you for like your last 3 purchases or something like that. So.
Yeah, I do like that. If you don't like it, you can get reimbursement. That's definitely nice of them. You want to talk about League of Legends? I'll talk about League of Legends.
No more League of Legends.
Love that game.
All right, so for me, other than Sonic, the only real thing I've been playing is Rogue Legacy.
Fuck that game.
This is the Josh game?
This is a total Josh game. Like, this is not a David game by any means. You should not have bought it.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
So Rogue Legacy, basically you start off and you're the legendary knight, and you're going through a randomized castle that you will die. There's no way that you will beat this game on that legendary knight. So when you die from that point on, you're now playing as the heir to that knight. So every time, like, it's basically your bloodline is continuing, and when you die, you have an option of 3 characters you can pick from, and each one has a trait, and different abilities and stuff. So, like, you can be a paladin or an assassin or even, like, a Dragon Clan guy who can fly and shoot fireballs. And, the traits are kind of funny at first, but then they kind of get old after a while. So there's one where a guy is colorblind, so when you're going through the castle, everything is actually like black and white, which is really weird and disorienting. There's another one where the character is upside down. So the whole castle now you're playing upside down, which is really difficult. I don't think I've made it more than like 5 minutes with a guy who's been upside down.
Yeah.
Which also sounds very perverted to say.
Meh.
So, there's other weird traits, like a guy has Tourette's, and every time he gets hit, like, it almost looks like Qbert, where like a chat bubble pops out of him, and he's like, ! number sign, and everything else. And I don't know, it's funny, and it's cute. But then also those traits can help you. So there's sections in the castle where there's a little break in the wall, and only like a midget can get through it. And if you can get through it, then there's a chest there where you can get like some items and stuff. But so basically, the point of the game is there's 4 bosses in the castle itself, and you have to kill them. And once you do, it opens like as soon as you walk into the castle. There's a door where the final boss is. So you have to kill those 4 bosses to unlock the symbols on the door, which then opens that door. And that's where the final encounter is. And every time you go into it, the castle's different, and there is a way to keep it from randomizing if you want. You have a whole like tech tree where you can unlock abilities, upgrade your health, upgrade your armor, everything else, unlock more classes. But there's a guy that you can unlock called the Architect, and for like 50 or 70% of your gold, he'll keep the castle from randomizing, so you can like teleport right back to a boss's room if you died and continue where you were, which is kind of nice. But at the same point, you're missing out on a lot of gold, which you need to unlock things. It's just a very hard game. It throws like there's rooms where it throws like easily 12 enemies at you, and they're flying around, they're shooting things at you. Like, this game has elements of like a bullet hell shoot 'em up, because there's one boss that like just shoots, it's a giant eyeball, and he just shoots like laser beams out in a bullet hell way where you have to like follow them and keep track of it so you won't get hit and hitting him at the same time. It's just tough, and it only really takes like 4 or 5 hits to die.
Did you throw things at Bruin as you were trying to finish this?
No, I didn't get mad at all.
Liar.
I didn't get mad at all. I beat it.
Okay.
I'm the best.
Around?
No one's going to keep him down.
But it is a very difficult game. So I don't have any qualms with anybody not liking it or not finishing it. It's a game that speaks to me for some reason. Like, I love those games that are incredibly hard. It allows me to be a smug asshole.
Yep.
So it's like Dark Souls.
You couldn't beat Rogue Legacy?
But I don't say that. Well, okay, no, I do.
You just post screenshots.
So my coworker is playing through it right now, and I was like, I guarantee you will never beat another boss. Whoa, there's an angry cat outside my door. Meow. So I'm taunting my coworker, saying, you will never beat another boss. And he's like, fuck you, I will. Next day he comes in. So did you beat another boss? Nope. Told you wouldn't, bitch. So
yeah, that's why it's a Josh game. You wanted a good explanation. That's why.
Yep. But I mean, I've been nice about it. I haven't taunted David at all. I was like, well, it's not your type of game. I understand.
Yeah, nope. It's not like you're very good at things. It's no big deal.
I beat a boss, got to the second, 3 hours into it, realized, yep, I'm done.
But I mean, he beat Dark Souls. You didn't do that, Bill.
I cheated my way to Dark Souls. Thank God for that glitch.
But even with that glitch, though, you could still get like 1 or 2 shotted.
Yeah, which is nuts. And I still didn't know where the secret, like, invisible paths were, where I had to find them. Fuck the end of that game.
So you can cheat all you want in Dark Souls, and it'll still punish you.
I like the idea of Rogue Legacy a lot. I just wish it wasn't as basic as it was. And what I mean by that is that I think the art style is way too simple. Mm-hmm. There's only a couple different enemy skins. I mean, you can kind of tell it was made by like one artist who had to do it real quick. And I wish it was easier, obviously.
So like when you beat the game, like you get through the whole storyline thing, and then while the credits or whatever are going, it actually scrolls through like a wall of all the enemy types. Mm-hmm. And it tells you how many times you've killed them or encountered them or whatever. and like you see like 5 different eyeball enemies, but with different colors.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, obviously it's a indie studio, but good on them. They made a pretty fun game.
Definitely made me want another Castlevania. I'll say that.
Yeah, it did for me as well. Another 2D Castlevania.
Yeah.
Good 2D Castlevania.
Yeah.
Dawn of Sorrow. Order of Ecclesia, or whatever it is.
What was the one that you played, David, that Josh had played, where as you level, the game gets more modern?
Oh, Evil Land.
That's what Evil Land is. Okay.
Yeah,
Evil Land isn't a Castlevania game.
No, but it's super short. I was trying to think what that game was.
Yeah, that game's fun too. But
yeah, it's definitely a cute 3-hour game.
Rogue Legacy, though, like if you like punishing games and you want a challenge, then this is definitely fun, and it's not too expensive. So it's not like Tony made somebody buy Kerbal.
What a cunt he is.
By what?
He talked me into buying Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't even have a proper game yet.
It's a tool right now. It just tosses you out into the menu. There's basically no tutorial in sight, and it just shows you.
You should build a rocket. Good luck.
Yeah,
right,
and it's just like, okay, start. No. Let me complain. It basically just tosses you into a menu, and it's just like, okay, oh, maybe I should click on like the hanger. Okay, I'll double click here. Oh, cool. What do I do now? Oh, I have all these parts. What do I do? Oh, I should start collecting them and connecting them together. Oh, okay, cool. Now, how do I launch this? Oh, I have to go to the launch pad and hit shift and then spacebar. Josh, why am I not moving? What? Oh God, it fell over.
Yeah, so what started it was I bought Kerbal, because I've actually been interested in this game for a while, or this game in quotations. And for whatever reason, I just wanted to play it. And so I'm sitting there building a ship and everything else, and I was like, because Tony's been the one that played it. We haven't. So I was like, Tony, how do I launch my ship? And he's like, I don't know, press fucking buttons or something, crap ass. And so I'm sitting here, and I literally pressed every button on my keyboard. And finally one like made my engines go. And then the other one, spacebar is your staging event. So that makes you launch. And so while I'm flying, I just kept hitting space and my ship blew up. And, so I was like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this and everything else. And then like, I was like, this is kind of fun. And Tony's like, just went on this really long rant about it. And David's like, all right, I'll get it. So he gets it. And then he builds the ship and he's starting to get going. He gets on the launch pad and he's like, Tony, how do I fly? And he's like, I don't know. Josh figured it out. Why can't you?
Wow.
And that kind of just sent the whole thing downhill.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't spend more than 20 minutes with it, and I was kind of being a dick. And it definitely needs a tutorial because it's not finished, and it's a cool idea. But yeah, I don't know. It's not for me right now. It's weird. It's one of those games where like it's on Steam, it's unfinished, but you can still buy it, which is a trend that's happening that I personally am not a huge fan of, because I usually only play games once because there's so many games coming out. Give it to me when it's done, when it's finished.
Yeah. The one game that I haven't been a big fan of early access either, but there is, like, I just bought Mercenary Kings, which is another early access game, which is basically, think of, I guess...
Metal Slug.
Metal Slug meets like a Borderlands or a game with a lot of quests.
Ooh.
So something like that. So, but the nice thing about this game is, I guess there's like 50 or 60 quests already out there in the game, which is going to take you forever, and they're planning on like 100 total. So it's like I can play it for a while and then like stop, and then like they'll release the rest, and then I can continue. So that's not too bad. There's already a lot of content there.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Greenlight. Like, I know Prison Architect is up on Greenlight as well, and that's a game I definitely want. It's just me personally. I'm only going to play your game once. I want to play the finished version.
Prison Architect, really?
Yeah, I want to execute some prisoners.
Really? Okay.
All right.
Oh, come on. Racial profiling at its finest.
Yeah.
Bill, why don't you read off some of the questions?
I can't do the lisp, though.
I don't care.
No, I know. I'll get it done.
Read it like an angry white man.
I don't know if I can do that. Not necessarily.
Read it like you would normally read something, Bill.
I'm done. O.C. Murphy's Law says that he hates Swiss cheese and loves strawberry lemonade. Less of a question, more of a statement, obviously.
How can you hate Swiss cheese?
Well, I think if Swiss cheese is melted and too toasted where it's browning, I may agree a little bit. I don't like toasted Swiss cheese. I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. But I do love strawberry lemonade. That's pretty sweet.
I've never had it.
I don't even know who you are.
Do you not like? Who are you? That's a good question.
It's like lemonade, but it's made better by scrumptious strawberries.
Yeah, you put the strawberries, it takes the tartness out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's heavenly.
I like how I'm getting judged on strawberry lemonade now.
As you should be.
It's like I'm not a douche over games or anything, but no, strawberry lemonade.
There's only one kind of lemonade.
Fucking strawberry lemonade.
Oh, man. Saintly Stewart. Where are all the good games for my new Wii U? I play in the Japanese. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you have the new Super Mario Brothers U and new Super Luigi U, and Pikmin 3 comes out next month.
Wonderful 100 looks great.
Yeah.
And people loved Monster Hunter, even though it's not my cup of tea.
Monster Hunter. I mean, Zombie U, I guess, is pretty good. There's a decent there's a few games.
There's a couple.
Good.
There's a few games out there, I guess. And you got the new Mario coming. You got Mario Kart coming. Yeah.
Yo, it's a Nintendo system. Do you like Nintendo's games? Yes or no?
They're able to make a system that you buy for hundreds of dollars that you're only going to play like 9 things on.
Yeah. And that's really what it
But those
comes
9 things are going to be fantastic.
I mean, honestly though, David, like HD Super Mario, it's pretty great. I mean, it's almost worth it just for that game. Because it looks beautiful on the TV.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Really
this is the only
does.
reason why I don't have a Wii U right now. It's because I don't feel like there's enough games to justify my purchase. But as soon as Mario comes out this holiday with a fucking cat suit, I'm getting one.
Yeah, that game looks pretty damn fun.
Judge me now when there's a catsuit, fuckers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to stick around here. I enjoy the system, and I'll play random things on it. There's something else that's on there. I can't think. I forgot what it was, but there's something else that was looking pretty interesting. So, dunno. What do you think about Kanye West fights foes with croissants in a new PC game? This looks like some RPG Maker export of some type.
Racist.
Well,
Why is it
probably
racist?
cheaper than his white t-shirts.
I don't know. That's all I could come up with.
They're like, what, $95?
No, it's like 200, dude.
Are they?
Yeah, people are fucking morons. Whatever.
I don't really think about this at all.
I've never heard of this. Kanye Quest. I see what they did there.
Kanye Quest.
Clever. This looks like shit.
Yeah, it's
This
definitely...
is a Josh game?
No.
Well, it looks like an old Nintendo game, so maybe. But you play as, I'm assuming, a black man, so probably not.
Nope.
Yeah. But you remember, indie games are what counts on a console or a system, so you gotta give it that.
What are you saying, Billy?
Oh, I'm just being a dick.
Yep.
Paul Graves, show question. What was the last game you bought where you ended up having complete buyer's remorse?
Kerbal Space Program.
Fuck you, Chia. Yeah, that's a tough one. I would honestly, what sticks out in my mind is Dragon Age 2. That game is not good. And that was where BioWare just signed off as just another bullshit sellout developer. It's terrible.
I guess the last one, for me, it would be The Last of Us.
You bought
You're a
that?
Dick.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you bought it.
Yeah, me either.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you play that?
I mean, Uncharted you
turn
might
on-
have some replay value, but clearly you're never going to play that more than once. That's a rental if I've ever heard of one.
Oh, well,
I never, I bought it and I was like, all right, I'm going to go through this. But then I was like, I'm not in the mood for a Doom and Gloom game. Because at the same point I was playing Mario. And then now I just don't even want to turn on my consoles. Because, I don't want to get too attached to them anymore because they're going away. So it's just like, I don't know. I regret it.
Consider it the last hurrah, Josh.
No.
Well, there's a hell of a lot of enjoyment to be found in that game, despite its flaws. So I highly, highly, highly recommend you play it. But you're not going to. But
No.
to all the listeners, That game is phenomenal at times and a video game at others.
You'll have remorse if you buy it.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't buy it. But I finished
Shut
it.
up, Bill.
Shut up. Shut up.
Other than that, Saints Row 4. Ooh, I didn't buy it because it sucks. Never mind.
It's not my fault that you're afraid of dubstep music, Josh.
I'm not afraid. I just don't like it. They shouldn't fucking put it all over the game.
Everything
Josh,
has
man.
it in it. You can't watch a burger commercial without it having a drop.
I've never seen a burger commercial.
There's only one kind of burger.
I will say
Hamburger.
Sonic Racing, the menus have dubstep. Yet, you love it.
It's on mute, though.
But it's still there.
God damn it, I'm never going to play that game again.
Rogue Legacy has dubstep all over it.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't the opening credits have a huge dubstep measure?
Holy
Wow.
shit. I will get Saints Row 4. Does that make you happy?
Yeah, it kind of does, yeah.
I'm lying. I'm not really doing it.
Yeah. We'll see. We shall see. Next question, Master Germ. Any game you know you would like, but never got around to playing it? David's got like 700, so you can just take a stab.
And look at my Steam list.
Yeah.
All those I'd love to play at some point in time, but will die before I get to them.
Mine would probably be recent times, Dishonored and Civ 5.
Yeah.
Mine would be my Steam list and The Last of Us.
But you could just play it then.
Yeah, I don't want to turn on my consoles.
Yeah, they do kind of seem shitty now, don't they?
That's
It's like they're from the Bronze Age.
nice Civ reference.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. There's quite a few games that we all own like that, but I don't know.
Most
Dishonored
recently, I'll
seems like
definitely...
one. Say what?
Yeah, most recently, I'll definitely say The Witcher 2. That's a game. Now that it seems like they finally completed it, it's a game I definitely want to play more of and go back to. And Deus Ex, when the director's cut comes out, I will make a point of playing that game. Because fuck you, Billy, I love Deus Ex games.
It's not a good game, though. It really, really isn't. You're going to be very disappointed.
Kyle and Tony like it, and they like things as opposed to hate everything.
Kyle doesn't like anything.
Yeah.
But Kyle liked it. So for Kyle to like it, it must be amazing.
I'll give you that.
And I like Deus Ex games. I've always loved just kind of sinking my teeth into that world, hacking everything, reading all the stupid emails, just kind of letting myself get absorbed in the sci-fi-ness, and
Ugh.
I cannot wait. And dubstep. It's got sci-fi and dubstep. Josh.
But I'm a huge sci-fi fan, and I'm telling you, it's not enough. The gameplay is really fucking terrible. It is not fun to play at all.
I'm liking the iPad game, so go fuck yourself.
Oh, Jesus. You're what's wrong with this country. Well, you know what I will say, what I won't give you shit for, if it helps justify your Wii U purchase, playing it on there.
No, are you kidding me?
Why not?
I'm not a peasant.
Yeah, but that proves you're not a peasant because you're willing to just completely waste money on a Wii U.
No. Getting that on the system it was meant to be played on.
No, I mean, even on the PC, the differences are next to none. There's the graphics aren't very good. There's just a lot of sharp lines. That's about it. You're not gaining anything.
But they're so sharp. They cut.
No, I mean, but those all look the same. The difference is, like, on his coat, you might see a little bit more of leather texture on the weird cutscenes, but that's the only difference I could ever find. It doesn't look very good.
I'm not playing this on a Wii U.
All right. But it might be kind of cool, because you can
I'm not playing this with a
your
controller.
controller like you're in the game.
This is a mouse and keyboard game.
The
The interface completely changes. You actually type. You actually use the num.
Yeah, but you'll have the touchpad.
Nope.
Yeah, I think it could be a little bit better with the touchpad. Because even I went to the controller, because the mouse setup and how they want you to play with that, it kind of sucks because you got to hold the right button to stay in cover. So you're trying to like move around, and everything you've ever done in your life with the mouse does not include holding a mouse button down for long periods of time. And it gets really old, and I went to the controller.
It's a very elaborate discussion on making somebody play something on a system he doesn't want to play it on.
No, I'm just telling him not to play that game because it's fucking terrible. And when you get to the end, you're going to just explode how terrible it is. They totally just bitch out, and all of the bullshit with branching paths and decisions, it's all complete bullshit.
Sounds like you chose poorly, Billy.
No, the only redeeming factor is that it does have that Saints Row tip where you can totally just destroy civilians in the street for no reason.
Yeah.
That part's pretty sweet.
We'll see. I definitely will make a point to play that, and so maybe I'll talk about it at some point.
No, you won't. You'll
Probably
play it, but not let anyone know because it's terrible and you don't want to admit it.
All right. Bill, do the ending.
As always, find us at Twitter, which is Nacero, Cara Dumont, Billy Bill Black, and our friend David Vigliotti. Do you want us to give your proper Twitter?
It's Vigliotti D.
There you go.
All one word.
Or the Critical Strike, which is the show Twitter feed. Phone number is 909-278-7453, 909-C-STRIKE, or cstrikepodcast@gmail.com. And if you're bored, hit up some Platform Nation podcasts. Is Steve and them still doing their Google Hangout thing?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Sorry, Steve.
Yes? Question mark?
I
We're
think
good
so.
members of Platform Nation. We don't pay attention.
Well, we pay attention to most of the shows.
I'd rather
Do we?
drink and jerk off.
Yeah, that's about it with anything, though, really.
You can also check the show that David's on at videogamejocks.com.
It's Paul's show. I occasionally appear on it.
Yeah, which you're not going to now appear for, what, good 6 weeks?
It'll be a while, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be a better show without me.
All right, David, thank you for coming on.
It's always a good time when Kyle's gone.
It's been a long time since you've been on here, too. I think it's episode 15.
Yeah, man. It's definitely, yeah, I like talking with you guys. And I like Kyle. I just love giving him shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's Kyle. Like, it's fun to mess with Kyle.
Kyle likes getting shit, though.
Yeah, he does.
That's why he's getting married.
Pants are coming off.
Yep. All right, guys. I will talk to you later, and we'll see everybody in 2 weeks.
Word.